Here at the University of Toronto, we're dealing with an epidemic of unimaginable proportions. The epidemic of soft politicians. People who can't do what needs to be done. People who can't take the hard road to victory. Who talk about things like campaign rules and respecting other students, but never take any real action. Well, here at the Irina Neagu campaign, we think that the school deserves a different kind of politician. One who goes straight from the gut, who shoots first and asks questions later. In times of crisis, do you really want someone with empathy or compassion as your representative? Or do you want a representative who will go to any means necessary to defeat the enemies of this great organization? And believe me, we have many enemies. Americans, people from other schools, people who say that they didn't do well on a test but they actually got a 95. And finally, people who post wildly unsubstantiated claims on Facebook only to reply, just Google it, when you ask them for sources. Well, thanks, DeBrA. I'm glad that you think Google is going to confirm your theory that Justin Trudeau is interfering to make the Ottawa Senators win the Stanley Cup. Nothing wrong with that theory. Under our administration, these people would be dealt with swiftly and harshly. We need to get tough on crime in this organization. We don't believe in human rights or the Geneva Conventions. We believe in taking actions based purely on emotion without considering the actual consequences of what we are doing. Irina has been a champion of tough on crime legislation for decades. In 1995, she voted for mandatory minimum sentencing for people who pour milk before their cereal. And again, in 2003, she authorized new legislation banning people who come to lectures just to talk loudly to their friends. Again, in 2008, she approved summary execution of people who have headphones and still talk loudly on speakerphone in public transit. Meanwhile, our opponents have cozied up to the public transit talkers' lobby. Just look at these testimonials from proud colleagues. So if I read this, you guys are going to let my family go? Alright. Irina Neagu is the best thing since Nutella. And I love Nutella, so you can only imagine how much I love Irina Neagu. Vote for her today. Nutella? Seriously, guys? You guys couldn't come up with anything better? Like, you took me hostage just for this? I mean... If those testimonials didn't convince you to vote for Irina Neagu, I don't know what will. Other politicians have skeletons in their closet. Here at the Irina Neagu campaign, we have bodies. Don't get in our way.